Great teaching is more than delivering lessons. It is about understanding learners, creating supportive classrooms, and helping every child reach their full potential. Through the IDE program, teachers are gaining practical skills that are transforming the way they teach, assess, and engage with learners. Every child in the classroom learns differently. Differentiation helps teachers move away from a one-size-fits-all approach, equipping them to meet every learner where they are. But behind every teacher's journey is a school leader who believes in continuous learning. Across participating schools, administrators and directors took the initiative to invest in their teachers, creating opportunities for professional growth that are now making a difference in classrooms every day.
I actually heard about this IDE course through my director, Mrs. Sandra Amadiko. I gave it a try and it has really helped me and I've not regretted at all. So from the beginning, we were giving models bi-weekly. That's every 2 weeks. Models are released on the course and you are supposed to do it. We have some models like a great teacher eats apple. We have the she model, we have the autism, and we have assessments. I really enjoyed it because it helped me to be able to differentiate between the learners. I have to look at the kind of learners I have in my classroom to be able to group them into different categories. If I have the ones with the high potentials, I have the kind of questions I give to them, and the ones with the low performance too.
My takeaway home on this program has really been of a great impact. I took some insight from, has to do with assessment and feedback. Yes, so assessment and feedback too, were taught how we should give constructive feedback to our learners. Yes, not just saying good, but we should go a bit further, by telling learners that yes, you have done well, but I have realized one important information that is missing. Next time, make sure you add it to your submission.
So on the program, it was very interesting. There were a lot of things that I was doing already in the class, but in the program, I got to put structure to those things. Some of those things were class rules, differentiating between learners. So example, a child who's not very good at writing or keeps making spelling mistakes, we could ask them verbally to answer their questions. So these were some of the things that we learned on the IDE course, and we are still practicing them even today.
Beyond assessment, the program is helping teachers create learning environments built on trust, respect, and meaningful relationships, the foundation of everything that happens in a classroom.
They say a great teacher eats apples. That means that on the course, a great teacher eats apples, which means that a great teacher should be able to relate with their children, should be able to take gifts from their children. Nonetheless, you shouldn't take advantage of it and then go overboard. Usually when a child comes in, they say, oh, do you want a biscuit? You are thinking, why do I have to eat a child's food? But because of the course, you can just take one piece of biscuit and say, thank you for my biscuit, and that's it. So in dealing with issues of abuse or having problems, trauma, they're able to come to you because you shared a biscuit with them.
Positive classroom culture encourages confidence, trust, and meaningful participation. Teachers are learning how to motivate learners without fear, creating spaces where every child feels safe to grow.
Every teacher is different. So are the students in the class. So your culture is what your students carry along with them. For a whole year, you're teaching these children. You're the one who is teaching them what you expect from them in the classroom for that year and even for life. So if your culture in the classroom is friendship, is love, is showing care, these are the things you dwell on and you teach these things to the children. So we had to form different classroom cultures than what we knew when we were growing up. Not the classroom culture of fear, because I remember we had teachers that will enter the school through the compound and the whole school scatters, but we didn't want to be teachers like that. So we created in our school, sometimes we have periods where the teacher sits with the children. We advise girls on growing up, we advise the boys, we advise them on things they see on the internet. And I don't remember any teacher of mine doing that with them. So these are some of the cultures that we built and instituted in our classrooms. And this is all thanks to the IDE course.
Edify has made us to know that there's something we call positive narration. So let's say Amma and Kofi are sitting together. Then Amma is paying attention to you when you are teaching. then Kofi is not paying attention. Let's say Kofi is fidgeting with a pencil or doing something different from what Amma is doing, which is distracting the lesson. You talk to Amma, not Kofi. So you talk to Amma to help Kofi look at Amma, to learn what Amma is doing. So let's say instead of talking to Kofi, shouting at Kofi that Kofi, stop talking, or Kofi, pay attention or focus on what we are doing, you tell Amma that I can see that Amma is paying attention. Well done, Amma, keep it up. And as we are teaching young learners, when Kofi sees what Amma is doing, Kofi wants to also do what Amma is doing, so that the teacher or the facilitator will mention his name and appreciate, or also his name be mentioned, and they feel happy and they are always happy. By the time you realize, all the learners in the classroom who are not paying attention to you, they will start paying attention to you, and they will make your work very easy for you.
When learners are actively involved in their own education, the results speak for themselves. The IDE program equips teachers with strategies that bring every student into the lesson.
Think Per Share has been of great benefits to me and my students. So I'm able to pair them for them to do their homeworks, for them to even do their assignments. In so doing, both of them actively take parts. In that way, they are able to speak comfortably, and they are also able to ask their colleague questions, whereby they are able to express themselves very well. So that's one strategy that I would say I have adopted, which I would say is helping my learners very well. So it's really a very good program that has really equipped me, a teacher, with that knowledge, and now my students are benefiting from it.
The program is helping teachers build well-managed, inviting classrooms, spaces that are organized, purposeful, and designed with the learner in mind.
I've learned so much about classroom management, and then how to make my classroom very inviting for learners and for the pupils, and I, the teacher, as well.
I teach career technology and creative arts to the B7 to B9, and then I also teach beading as vocation to the special needs class, the older class. I enrolled in the IDE course in October 2025, and I must say that I have never regretted. It's totally transformed the way I saw teaching. And although I had been teaching for many years, I picked up so many important cues that changed a lot for me as a teacher, both in the classroom and outside the classroom.
Learning does not stop at the classroom door. When families are involved, learners are more confident, more motivated, and more supported in everything they do.
We have even a course that says family engagement. With that, we get to know that we can engage family in every aspect, especially when learners are being put into practice. When learners are doing something with their bare hands, we can call on the parents to come and have a look at the ways that their kids are doing. With that, it improves, and it also encourages learners to work hard on whatever they are doing.
The impact of the IDE program extends beyond individual classrooms. Teachers are sharing what they learn with colleagues, building stronger school-wide teaching cultures.
On the course, I rose up to become a mentor. A mentor is somebody who guides and coaches others. So even as a mentor on the course, I got to help colleagues of mine in their modules, got to help them to understand clearly what the requirements of the course were in some of the modules. We got to push and encourage them to even complete their modules on time. And after graduating or after completing the course, I moved on to become a marker or an assessor of University of Buckingham courses, or of people who are also on the University of Buckingham, the IDE course. So that has been my journey on the IDE course.
For many educators, the IDE program has been more than professional development. It has been a personal transformation, changing not just how they teach, but how they see themselves as educators.
It has changed my classroom management, how to manage classroom behavior, and also to even peer mentee other teachers. Yes, because sometimes what you are good at, you have to help others, share with them, also learn from others.
For school leaders, the IDE program is more than professional development. It is an investment in better teaching, stronger classrooms, and improved learning outcomes. By enrolling more teachers, schools can build a culture of continuous improvement, where educators are equipped with practical tools that directly impact student success. This is only the beginning. As more teachers gain access to the IDE program, more learners will benefit from engaging lessons, positive classroom environments, meaningful assessment, and supportive relationships that inspire lifelong learning. Together, teachers, school leaders, and Edify are helping shape the future of education, one classroom at a time.